Alright everybody, I realize I just put out a video, but I forgot to talk about a few things that I've been working on and what I discovered in this video that I'm working on for the megalithic blocks that were found by John Ward and a few others. The first thing I want to talk about is I have been working on building this e-bike. I bought this bike over at Walmart for 168 bucks. I bought the electric bike kit from a company, I believe it's pronounced Walmart, and I purchased this huge 20 amp hour battery. Might be a little bigger than what I needed, but I've been building this e-bike because gas prices have been going up, and I kept thinking about this for the longest time, and I've already built one before and it turned out pretty good. So I went ahead and this is kind of what I got here. Let's see, can I zoom in on it a little bit? But I got everything put together last week, and then this thing is supposed to have bars that come out. Can you see this? Yeah, you're not going to be able to see it in here, but they're supposed to have these bars that come out, and they're supposed to attach to the seat somewhere, I think on the bolts up here. But since this bike has suspension, you can see the suspension right there, you can't really attach it to the seat. So what I had to do, and hopefully you'll be able to see that in this video that I post, I had to manufacture some bars and connect them right here behind the rear brakes. Now eventually this will have disc brakes, but right now the V brakes are working pretty good. I'm not sure if I really want to invest in putting disc brakes on it yet, but it turned out pretty good. And I put dual headlights on it because I'm halfway blind and I need to be able to see at night, so I put two headlights on it. And the motor's a 1500 watt motor. Now for street legal, I do have the street legal mode wire plugged in, a little blue wire. It's on the other side, but that limits it to 750 watts, 20 miles per hour, so I can ride it as a class 2 e-bike without having any problems. So that was one project I worked on, and like I said, this last week we manufactured the the brace that comes from here to support this. Otherwise this thing would just slide backwards off the bike. So there we go. And that's my daughter in the background, Laura. She's got her helmet on, her Minnie Mouse helmet, because she wants to go riding. And we actually did go riding once I got it all finished up, and we had a good time. So we went out and rode a little bit, and of course I was testing out the bike and they were riding their little bikes. But that was one thing I was working on. But here's what I want to show you, and I'm going to close this down, close that. Okay, so I was looking at this one that we did. Now this is the original image that I say original, but the one that Joe White over at ArtAlienTV did, and I just took and enhanced the image. But I want to show you something here that I'm starting to realize. All of this stuff right here, and maybe these two, they're not rocks. They are actual pieces of something. Take a look at this piece right here. Now let me show you the enhancements so you can see it a little better. Now all I've done was sharpen this up, cleaned it up, give it a more natural look. You'll see the sky's a little bluer, and I basically took off that pukey green filter, as people call it. And I want you to notice some stuff in here. Number one, I had mentioned these already. These blocks just don't look quite natural. Alright, so we got those. Oh, that was the other thing. I forgot to turn on my pin on the last video. So I remember to turn on my pointer pin. But check this thing out. You've got this big oval right here. It's an oval shape, and it's got these pieces that come out like this and like this. And I'll show you in the model. I don't have it textured yet, but I do have it partway model. I got to get some of these finer details once I get those figured out. And then these come actually out kind of towards you at an angle like this, and then this either sits in front of it. This is another oval, a smaller one, and it's got these little pieces that come like this. There's one looks like a square, and then this oval shape that's inside of it. That was one thing. And then of course I talked about this one and I said I'd get it modeled. There's still some sort of piece in front of it, but we'll get to that. But take a look at this. Even this piece right here, does that look like a rock? I can see symmetry, or non-fractal angles, as Dave would say, and it actually looks like there's a little space between this part in the middle and this outer casing. Look at that. You've got this space that comes up, it follows that curve, then there's that oval shape again, and then it comes across and back down on the other side. Even these pieces look symmetrical, and then it looks like it, of course, it's standing upright, and then you've got this piece that comes down, but then you have like this almost, well, it's a triangle like shape behind it that looks like it's supporting it. So you have that. This whole area just looks like something, as Chris from Mars Anomalies would say, this looks like a debris field. This looks like a junk pile. It's debris from something. Check out this piece here. Okay, we've got this curved T shape. It looks like it's curved at the top, and then it comes down, and it's got these rectangular pieces on both sides. Like this is one piece. You can kind of see the dividing line right there. Alright, and then it's got this bottom piece like some sort of casing on either side of that. Alright, there was some other stuff I noticed in here. Of course, there's this piece. It looks like it's got these cutouts on the inside and something sticking out here, and it's rectangular except this piece that comes down right here. Alright, otherwise this would go straight across. You can see, turn 90 degrees, come up, turn 90 degrees, come back, and then back down 90 degrees, and then running perpendicular you have this piece, and I'm sure there's one here, but see how this hill kind of obscures it, and then it, of course, from here it turns 90 degrees, and then you have something sticking out in front of it there. So you've got that. There was few more pieces I just want to point out while I'm working on this. Oh, this piece right here. Take a look at this thing. It looks like this cone, a square, like cone shaped, pyramid like shape, sitting on its side, and it's got all these little edges going up. You see that? So we'll work on modeling that. Look at that. Rectangular cutout right there. You see that's cut inward there. There's a circle next to it. There's two pieces that are turned opposite. They look like this. They curve outward. I don't know if I can get my hands twisted right, but you can see that. And then of course the line follows up here. So I don't think that's natural either. Just this whole area, and this was just one area of the Gigapan that I chose to enhance. I've got another part of it I can enhance. Kind of looks like some of this is debris in here and maybe not just rock. This actually looks like some sort of pipe or whatever, tubing that sticks out from this rock. Could be just sitting in front of it, because you do see kind of a line there, but it also could go straight into that rock. It's, once again, it's hard to tell, but doesn't quite look natural. Now the rest of the rock to me looks natural, but that front where that is right there doesn't. And some of this, you got square shapes in here. So I just wanted to point that out. Let me just show you what we're working on in the model. Here's that. Well, let me I'm gonna go ahead and put this in matte cap so you can kind of see this a little better. But this is what we're working on here, and I do believe this is not parallel with this piece, that this piece right here would actually be twisted a little bit at an angle. Alright, but for now I got it in place. This is kind of what it looks like. You've got oops, if I hit the right one, you've got this oval shape. This is the smaller oval. Alright, and you got this piece that comes out like this, angles up. Oh, hold on. It comes out, comes across, angles up, comes across, back down, across, angles, and then you got this oval that's in there, right? And then it sits in front of this piece, okay, and it's got this cross piece that comes at an angle like this. All right, let me go back now to textured mode. It's called material preview, but you can see that now behind it, and I'm gonna try to move everything down. Let's see, can I move it all? I don't have any of the pieces joined, so this is gonna be fun. Let's see if we got it all. Nope, missed one. There we go. Okay. So you kind of see that right there, and it's got all these little pieces that are smaller laying around. That doesn't look like a rock to me. Not sure what it is yet, and I'll work on that. But take a look at that. There's your little oval that's right here. You can see, let me move the 3D cursor out of the way. You can see that rounded oval in here. That's this piece. Alright, let me get in a little closer. Alright, that's that piece. And then see how it sits in front of this, but see how it's not quite straight. It looks like this left side right here is turned a little more towards the camera, and this one is turned a little bit away from the camera. So either it's just a similar shaped piece sitting in front of it, or it got damaged through all this and this side got pushed backwards or something. Then you've got this cube that's in here. Can't make that out yet, working on that. That looks pretty good so far. Mainly just texturing now, getting the pieces all joined together, angled properly, and then adding these little pieces here. So we've got that. And then here's this piece here. Okay, let me undo this piece here, and I don't have it rotated right, but I'll show you what this looks like. Oops. Grab on the Z. This is a piece I talked about where it's got, see how it's got these three pieces extruded out? And this one actually looks like, see how it looks like it hit something, was damaged? So this might be metal, because that's the way metal you would, and not rock. Rock wouldn't do this. But see how that's dented in right there? You can see that. You can see how it's dented in, so it hit something, and something just hit that and mashed that metal in a little bit. Take a close look and you'll see that. All right, and you see how the side just kind of mushroomed out just a little bit. So this part right here struck something, or something struck it and bent it inward. So this looks like metal, and this is what this piece looks like. And I don't have the damaged part put in there yet. I'm gonna have to turn it on matte cap. Hold on, there we go, so you can see it. All right, and it has this one piece up here that either got damaged or whatever, that's not extruded out like the rest of these. But that damaged portion would be right here. Okay, and this is what the rest of it looks like so far. And like I said, I got to texture it, add the damaged piece to it, and then there's an object, as you can see, that's in front of it here in the image. You see that object laying in front of it, kind of a rectangular shaped object, but it's got some slots in it. So we're working on that. And then here's that curved T piece. There's one more that really looks metallic. Like everything else they texture with rock, but this piece they forgot to do. This looks like a rounded cone shape, and then it's got this flywheel or some sort of disc on the front. You can actually see the little cutouts in between, like it's hollow in spaces, but it's got these spokes that come out. You see those? And then it's got the rounded part in the middle. So what is that? Martian alternator for a car? I don't know. And then there's a piece behind it that's kind of trapezoid shape. Oh, is that a rock or not? I don't know. That one starts to get a little blurry. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then like I said, we got these blocks here. Now when you look at this, you're thrown off a little bit because this piece is sitting on top of this piece, but you can see that underneath it actually goes straight across here. It's kind of beveled at the end, but this piece right here looks like it's sitting on top, and it may not even be true on there. It might be that it slid a little bit that way, whatever the piece is. So it may not be sitting on there right, but you can see it's a cylinder, and it's got these ridges, 1, 2, 3, 4 that we can see. And the same thing, these spokes come up and match up with these ridges. See those? That one matches with that one. Of course, we can't see the other ones on that side, and the rest of it's hollow in there. And then you've got this part actually extrudes outward, and there's a disc right here that extrudes outward, and then it gets thinner, like it's extruded inward, and then there's like a knob piece on top, a flat knob. Now, not rounded, but that's flat, but you can see it's circular, and it matches that. So that's pretty cool. Whatever this stuff is, something got blown apart here, and we got more stuff, you know, we could look at, but it's going to be hard to make some of that out. And this is just one section of the Gigapan. So Jesus, I took longer just to show the what I was working on than I did on the last video. Alright guys, so there you go. I just wanted to show you that I'm working on this one tonight. I gotta pick the wife up at about 3 o'clock in the morning, so I'm staying up and working on this, and then I go to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to get as much of this done as I can. I still need that piece that goes on the side of this pyramid, so we'll get all that done hopefully within this next week. So you guys take care. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will definitely see you on the next video. And thank you to our new subscribers. We're still getting new subscribers every week to 2 weeks. We pick up a few here and there. Momentum seems to be growing a little bit, so that's good. You guys take care, and thank you to everybody, and my long-term viewers especially. You guys, you've hung around from the beginning, and the rest of you that are jumping on board, hey, we welcome you, and we'll see you on the next video.